Hey guys, I'm RozaldVane, and welcome back to another episode of Zero Time Dilemma. We are in... Or last episode, we were basically switching over to the next team, aka Team C, Carlos's team, which we have Junpei, Akane, and Carlos. Unfortunately, Junpei died, but the unfortunate thing is Akane went crazy. So we're now at a standoff against Carlos and Akane, trying to figure out who the hell killed Junpei. I mean, honestly, both of them are... Well, actually, no. Akane is suspecting Carlos, but Akane doesn't really think that it might be herself as well. Carlos, on the other hand, is making that choice, aka Carlos is our character, which we're controlling, so we get to decide who ended up killing Junpei in this regards of fighting against Akane or letting Carlos survive. We have two different choices. We got two choices only: Akane or Carlos, I believe. It could be Zero, but I don't think that is an option we can type out. I think. Yeah, let's see. So yeah, we have to type out the answer, and that's the problem. We don't know. There's only three options really between Carlos, Akane, and Zero, but I don't think Zero is counted because Zero is kind of like. I mean, this one doesn't have three branches of path. It only has two. So I'm assuming we can only choose between Akane or Carlos, and if you choose anything else, it would default to probably Carlos being the one who killed him. Maybe, who knows? But yeah, we're gonna try to figure this out. I'm really anxious, but I'm gonna say Akane just to be ridiculous about it. Your choice has been made. Let's do it, Akane. I'm worried though.
そうだ、茜。やっぱり茜が順平を殺したとしか思えない。
Oh, are we gonna have to kill her? I hope not.
茜、どうして順平を殺した？
私じゃないって言ってんだろうな。
Then why are you going crazy right now? Oh. Huh? Oh, she cut his hand. I didn't realize that. Wait. What? What did he... Oh, he cut her throat. Wow. You were... Oh my god. Why did the game decide to... Oh, jeez. Okay, that's a lot. Also, I don't know if that really... I'm trying to think. Yeah, I think he hit her jugular. Yeah. Because
ロス、やっぱりあなたが。
違う。俺は誰も。
純平君、敵撃てなくてごめんね。
茜。
two things about the scene before we move forward. One, Carlos cut, and then I guess he had the strength to use one arm for the axe. Okay, whatever. But then the weird part is that when he slashes down and hits her on the throat, like, a lot of blood spurted out. I noticed that it is the left side of the neck of Akane, but I feel like when you hit the jugular, it wouldn't burst that much, I don't think. And she wouldn't be able to speak if... Like, it would be really, really close to the throat for her to really speak if the axe was really cutting deep into her throat. So I don't think she should be able to speak clearly. I'm a little confused by that a little bit. But I do think the blood spurting, I don't know. I think that's really hard to say because I don't really feel like they would... I think it's an exaggeration if I'd be honest. But sure, whatever. Yeah. I mean, also it's kind of funny that they made Akane die in a much more brutal, violent way, and Carlos doesn't get the brutal, like, hand cut, like, when she sliced his hand, they didn't even go and show his hand getting cut, like, in a much more graphical way that Akane got it, because Akane got the most graphical one. What the frick? What the frick? Maybe it's too difficult to show the cut off of the hand. Yes, you did. Ending. Is that the ending, really? That's the most weirdest ending ever. That was the ending. Wow, okay. Well, I want to go back into that, though. Oh, I see. So there's another thing to it. Well, we haven't unlocked it yet. Carlos's sin. So we haven't unlocked whatever this is. So I'm assuming that we're going to have to do something else, and that spot will be opened up, I guess. So maybe that might be the case. Let me go and finish this choice by putting Carlos as the guy. I want to see what this other spot will open up, or if that would end in a way. I'm thankful that they do have a skip button for the cutscenes, because I would have been a little bit annoyed with it. All right, what will Carlos do? Will he just sacrifice himself? The choice is made. Let's go. I did.
茜が人を思いを寄せる順平をあんな姿にするはずがない。
Okay.
私にとってとてもそうとても大切な人です。
だとしたらこの俺が殺したとしか。
I don't know, man.
もしかしたら悪霊に取り憑かれていたのかもしれない。じゃなかったら寄生虫のせいか催眠にでもかかっていたのか。いずれにせよ俺は自分の意志とは無関係に順平を。だが記憶消去薬のせいでそのことを忘れてしまっていて。
カルロスさん、
近寄るな茜。俺は危険だ。体が勝手に動いて次はお前を殺してしまうかもしれない。そうなるくらいなら。
Her face. Shocked. What? Why do you care now, Akane? What the frick? That face with her mouth open just makes me laugh every time. I don't know why. It just doesn't.
そんな
Oh. Like that. See, Carlos can't speak.
こんなこと
But it's not deep enough of a cut. Oh?
母さん父さん
Oh.
もう二度と誰も死なせたく。
I think Akane is gonna die either ways. Yeah, I think Akane is gonna die by whoever was responsible for Jinpei's death.
カルロスさん、あなたが純平君を殺すわけないのに。
Come on, reveal the third person. No? Game over. Okay, I guess. That's the most... I don't know. I don't really know. Alright, so we're gonna save over the old save. I haven't pushed this one episode out, I don't think. It's episode 3 or 2. I can't really remember. Okay, whatever. I mean, I'm gonna save it over anyways. Fragment right here, down here. Back. Alright. So, I guess that's that. I mean, we don't really know what the last thing is here, so we'll have to try the other ones in order to figure out what the other ones are going for. Where is this one? Okay, that's... So there's a lock. So, okay, so this is kind of like the whole, like, this is very much similar to what they did in Virtue's Last Reward, where the lock is based on whatever happens in the other, like, thing that needs to reveal some sort of secret that opens that path up. Okay, cool. Alrighty. And I'm guessing this is much the same, where it's just not a lock icon, but more like a... It's relied on the thing that's happened up here, I think, is what's gonna happen. And then whatever happens here also influences whatever down here will happen to be. I'm guessing. So that's probably what that is gonna be like, I guess. I mean, so far everything seems very much confusing on how they put the whole story together. You don't even know what cutscene leads into what scene. That makes it even worse for me personally, because I mean, although I love the puzzles, so far the puzzles are pretty okay. Like the second puzzle we did with Team C. With Team C, we did the puzzle with the pantry, I think it was. That was really not bad. I actually like that puzzle a lot. I didn't really look up any help or guides and stuff like that. The only time I only looked up one, it was because I just stupidly didn't look at the one thing. But that's, so far, I think that's pretty decent. So, yeah, but now I'm just kind of like, I don't know. But yeah, let's go into Team Q now, because I'm gonna do it where we're gonna do each team per order. So it'd be Q and then D and then C and then Q and then D and then C. We're gonna keep doing it until we finish all their scenes that we can find so far. I mean, so far I'm not enjoying the structure order that they're doing here, but I do enjoy the puzzles. I do enjoy sometimes the comedic scenery or cinematic scenes, and sometimes I appreciate their sort of weird dive into the sciencey things. But it's kind of at this point where I'm like, I don't know. It's not as like coherent and interesting as VLR or Riches Last Reward or 999, which both of them had at least a good structure or a decent structure to at least capture the flow of the storytelling. Here it's just like confusing all across the board, and I mean, like, it's gonna probably rely on me as a player to remember every single nook and cranny of what happens in order for me to really understand what goes down. I see two, and I can't even use the keyboard. I see this, and this looks like the girl's injured or something, I bet. This one is also interesting because it looks like Eric is probably responsible for something happening here. I see... Oh no, I thought I saw blood in the background, but it's just like a red circle thing. I'm curious about those two specifically, but this one looks like the one that... This one looks kind of like the one I want to do next, because I want to find the one that shows the team dying, because I haven't seen one that's the whole team dying as a result of something. Because there were cases where they said X team dies, and I'm just like, what? Is it because they got voted, or is it because they died due to doing the puzzle incorrectly, like the wrong choice in the puzzle? But I'll take this one. This one looks smaller. I want to look for the less small choice ones first, I guess, if that is the case. Radical 6. Oh, Radical 6 are back. Oh no. Radical 6 is back. The topic of Radical 6.
あれなんで
ダメだ。びくともしないや。
The hell, Eric?
なんだよこれ
What? There's a pig in a pillow. What the frick?
ホルマリン漬けの。
豚ね。
Yeah, it's a pig.
ミラ大丈夫だからね
Huh?
俺がついてるから
What the frick is this guy's problem?
確かここはバイオラボだったよね。
生物学的なことを研究する部屋か。
それにしても気味が悪いななんで地下のシェルターにこんなもんが
パンデミックが起こった時のためなんじゃないかな。
Sure.
パンデミック
世界的な規模で感染症が流行すること。例えば凶悪なウイルスが蔓延したりね。
そんな時でも生き延びられるようにウイルスとかの研究ができるようになってるのかも。
なるほど。
もしくはゼロが私たちに何かをするために用意したか。
何かって
ここにある材料を使ってディナーをご馳走してくれるとか
Oh!
だけどディナーにはまだ早すぎる時間だよ。
Sure, I guess.
ラウンジで眠らされてからおよそ4時間半ってところね。
4時間半か随分と長い間眠らされてたんだな。
いや、そうとは限らないよ。仮にこの4時間半の間に何度か目覚めていたとしても、 その都度ゼロに記憶を消されちゃってたら。
覚えてなくても当然。
そんな。
What was
何
that?
かしら。
Slash the
豚の腹を裂け。
おい、マジかよ。豚の腹ってもしかして。
でしょうね。
No.
なんでだよ。
The pillow.
なんでそんなことしなきゃならないんだ。
理由はわからないけど、とにかくやるしかないんじゃない？
出口の扉は開かないし、今は指示に従うしか。
Eric's just like, damn it, I'm doing whatever. Seek a way out. Eric's like, what the frick? I can't deal with this. Honestly, I don't know why Eric is so panicky about everything. It's just so weird to me. Alright. Yeah, I'm thinking the message on the computer meant slash the stomach of the pig here on the pillow. But I guess he might have interpreted as the one in the little cylinder thing, I guess. Okay, so this Biolab. I mean, okay, before we continue, they started off with Radical 6. Radical 6 was the main topic point of what was happening in Virtue's Last Reward. From what my memory says, Radical 6 was essentially a virus or chemical, I think it was a chemical spread of something that affects the character or the person's brain to commit acts of violence on themselves or on others in a way that they can't control their sort of inner sort of like actions, I guess, inner thoughts. Like there's no conscious. Their conscious just says, "Hey, kill, like kill anything, kill anyone," kind of thing, or even kill themselves. Because they think that the Radical 6 is to say that their idea is that they're a soul stuck in a human's body, and once they kill themselves, the soul flies out of their body and have that sort of peace, I guess they would say. That's the gist of what that was, I believe it was, for Radical 6 explanation. There was a lot more complicated stuff that they talked about, that kind of try to spread the idea of what it is further in a different way, but I felt like that was the basis of what Radical 6 was. In the case of here, in this particular time frame, I believe, Radical 6 is meant to be in an infancy stage, meaning that people were starting to kind of pick up on this virus, or chemical reaction thing, or chemical, I wouldn't say virus, because it's not really technically a virus. It's more like a chemical substance that kind of converts people's minds to do stuff. And I think that at this point, they were starting to kind of release it in the air to get people to go rioting. And that's why Sigma came back into the past with Akane to hopefully go and solve this issue. And of course, Fi and Quark and Junpei were somewhat involved, but not really entirely. And there's a couple of other people that were involved, but they weren't fully, like, intact with the whole thing yet, I think. Alrighty, trying to think, where do we want to start first? There's a lot of stuff here. Let me check the drawers. This drawer doesn't want to open. There's no spot for a key either, so maybe it's not supposed to. Yeah, I'm gonna have to practice speaking as these characters because I have to do 9 different voices again. Is that a paper I need to see? A booklet. Let's see. Set the dial to A to mix the liquid. Set the dial to B to separate the liquid. This must be the manual for the centrifuge. Oh, there's a document already. Trying to see if this is stuff they just read or is just me just being like weird. Centrifuge manual. The device is used to mix and separate liquids. Place 2 test tubes with liquids into the machine. The centrifuge will mix them and output the mixture into one beaker. Place 1 beaker with the liquid into the machine. The centrifuge will separate the liquid into 2 test tubes. Okay, so if we use the beaker, it's to separate it into tubes, and if we use the tubes, it has to separate. It will combine them into the beaker for the mixture. There sure are a lot of tools. I wonder what they're for. I don't think anything here is useful. Let's leave them. Let's leave them then. Who knows what would happen if we move them? There are a lot of tools here. I already read what he just said there. Do we have a knife around? What is this? Is that like a bop it machine? 4 buttons, each with a different color. This might be. You think if we got the combination right, this thing would open? I think so too. Let's try it. Oh, I said we're gonna have to. No, I don't think I have it yet. I have to probably figure it out. It's locked. No keyhole. There's no keyhole that I can see. Does this even open? What about those buttons there? We may as well try them. Huh. I don't think this opens. Looks like it's the grown-ups' turn now. Huh? It won't open. Maybe it's broken. Let's keep looking around. Okay. I was like how he's just like trying to prove us wrong. Hey, there's a dotted line on this pillow. Maybe we're supposed to slash this pig. Or slash this pig. It'd be a lot easier if it is. No harm in trying. I mean, I don't have the items, so we'll have to figure that out. What is this? This looks like a researcher's note. They must have been doing research on cells. I know. It's telling us to look at the cells in the microscope. Oh, there's another note. Jeez, there's so many notes in this one. This is the first puzzle that gave us more than one note, I'd say. Careful examination of the green and pink liquids reveals 2 different cell structures. Separating the liquids results in different colors. There we go. One thing is clear after inspecting the separate liquids under the microscope. The cell structure is unique for each color. Alrighty. Why is only this one piece on the model red? It fell out, and I barely touched it, I swear. Did I break it? Maybe we can use it for something else. Let's take it. It's like a knob, I guess. Wait. It's like one of those like is it called an Allen wrench, right? An Allen wrench knob, it looks like to me, but I don't know. Huh, this piece has a weird hole in it. You're right, it's a heptagon. Can we use it with something? Okay. We don't have the film for the microscope, so I don't think it matters. Hey, I want to see too. Hey, would you just shut it? This is why kids are. Give me a second. I can't see anything. How exactly are you going to see anything without the lens? Oh, the lens is missing. Okay. Sure enough. Okay. We got some little tubings of stuff down on here. Some animal stuff. Microwave, I'm guessing this is over here. And then there's like the this is the sort of experimenting chemistry lab usually. This is to prevent you from like when a chemical is in a sense where the chemical is being mixed. This is a good thing to protect your eyes and protect the air. Once like if the gas of the chemical mixes and it's incorrect, we just close the lid and then like the gas would stay in there and air filtrate the air inside the little lab thingy to make it go away, in case it becomes harmful for human breathing in a sense. But it's lab safety machinery mostly. And if you're asking me if I ever used one, yes I did. I had to use one, but we've never managed to ever like try to close a glass or anything. I mean, I took chemistry at in college levels, so I had to work with this machinery once, but I've never really felt like we've ever needed it to do anything crazy because we weren't like burning certain chemicals to a point where it became toxic or anything. So I think we were safe to deal with it, but we do need these liquids. I think this is the pink and green liquid that the documentation mentioned on the next to the computer one. Some suspicious liquids. It won't explode if we mix it, will it? Oh, like a mad scientist do, right? Well, that's an old-fashioned reference. Oh, it's sealed up. Interesting. Green liquid. I know there's a drink called aojiru in Japan that's green like this. Aojiru. I know ao is green, but I don't know what jiru is. Ao is ao could be blue, but it could also be green. But yeah, I don't know what jiru is. Aojiru got its name from an old way of calling vegetables green plant. It tastes super bad. Of course, kids would hate vegetables, but also, is that really? I guess yeah, because vegetables nowadays is I think it was yasai. I mean these days is what they're called. I think. How do you know stuff like that? Just who are you really? I just like how she's questioning Q's like thought process. It's pink liquid. It's so bright. It's popular color in nail salons. Okay, you would know. Miru, Miro, Miru or Miro, I forget the name already. Like you would know. It's a clean bench. It's for preventing contamination of samples while working. Sorry, well, I was gonna thought he was continuing his line there. What kind of contamination? Substance like microorganisms, bacteria, things that shouldn't get mixed in samples. I see. You really know your stuff. Yeah, it also is to prevent oxygen, like in case that the chemical should not be in a space where oxygen should be present, because sometimes oxygen can mix pretty poorly with certain things and cause a chemical reaction that you don't want. So that might end up being the case sometimes. I say a machine. What is this? Oh, this is not the centrifuge machine? I thought it would be the centrifuge. I think this is an analyzer, but it doesn't look like the power's on. I don't think a power cord's even connected. Then I doubt we can turn it on as it is now. Okay. Trying to figure out what we got. Water? There's a sink. Oh, and some caster wheels at the bottom. Maybe we can move it. We can try. We can try? There we go. I was trying to figure out how to say it in the question mark. It's not moving an inch. Damn, I think it's locked in place. There's the piece of equipment with the sink. There are wheels on the bottom, but they're locked. Oh, there's a knife. There it is. I was like, where's the knife I need to cut this pillow open? There's a sink on this thing. Hey, look! I know! I found this thing here. I found this in there. That knife looks pretty sharp. Maybe we can use it to cut open the pig's stomach. Okay, I guess. Alright, we're almost out of time, so we better hurry it up and cut this freaking pillow open. Alright, I'm gonna do it. Ready? Looks like there's a bunch of things inside. Let's take all of them. Wait, there's more stuff in there? Fanatic Bio R. The incubation period for this virus is extremely short. Mortality rate is 100%. Ugh. Symptom includes blood erupting from the body, then death. What the frick is this chemic? What the frick? That is scary. Okay, that's not a chemical this time. This looks like a pipe of sorts. It's a lens. Okay, I couldn't tell because it looked like a pipe for some reason here. I guess I couldn't see the glass lens on it. Oh, I forgot to read that before I clicked forward. But why was it inside the pig's pillow? No clue. Maybe because the pigs eat anything? Could be. We can use the microscope if we put this on. Oh man, I wish I could see the freaking log. I guess I can't. There's one more items. Oh, this is for the one thing that we saw that has no power. It's a power cord. When it came out of the pillow, it looked like intestines. Disgusting. I wonder what this cord's for. What was disgusting? No, I'm saying like what's disgusting in Japanese. Sorry, in my head I was trying to think that. I mean, I could understand him saying karai, which is like he dislikes it, but... Oh, maybe it's kawaii. Kawaii is like scary, but not disgusting. What is this paper? Phonetic Bio R? Never heard of it. I like how he's just Q is just like, well, I'm not gonna tell you because it's kind of dangerous. But if you read it, it's ready enough to know what's going on. Let me see. What did I miss reading? It's a microscope lens. We can use the microscope if we attach it. Okay, so that's all Q was saying. I'm calling him Q because I don't know exactly if his name is Q, but yeah. I'm guessing the knife is also important for another thing later. So let's plug in the cord, I guess. Oh, the power turns on. The power turned on. But we can't use it yet. It looks like it's on standby mode right now. The cover over there opened up. What could that be? There's a thin hole on the side here. Maybe it will turn on if we stick something in. Something thin and long. I don't like that. That is the descriptor we get. Thin and long. Maybe a knife, I guess? Could be. I mean, it does feel like it fits randomly. Alright, let's check this. Oh, no, we don't need this, actually. We need to probably put a... It looks like we need to put a little bit of an animal on the left side here. Yeah, because it looks like we need one more container to make this work. Excuse me. Huh. Just the spot here doesn't have a specimen. Either nothing was here in the first place, or what goes here was moved somewhere else. Did we see any other specimens in this room? Yes, the pig. I think the pig's the only one. You know what this fourth specimen reminds me of? It reminds me of one of the puzzles in VLR, Virtual Slash Reward, where we had to like do the root, the second specimen is literally the ginger root, which reminds me of that little ginger puzzle, the root puzzle that they did in the Biolab from the previous game as well. The butterfly, I think, also reminds me of another one, but I can't remember where that was from exactly. Gross. There's specimens everywhere. What are they even doing with these things? Maybe just to freak someone out, like you. Freak someone like you out. Sorry, I'm reading it poorly, differently. If only Zero was a fun prankster. Okay, whatever. This is a seahorse specimen. What is a seahorse anyway? A kind of shrimp or starfish? Snake? They're a type of fish. It's hard to tell, but they do have gills. Okay. It's a specimen of some kind of plant. Maybe it's an experimental plant that can live in a polluted world. Sounds like the setup for a man-eating flower from a B movie to me. This is a butterfly specimen. Hey, that's weird. I can't move it. It looks like this is the only one locked in place. Oh. What could that mean? Means that we're gonna probably have to align them based on some sort of password sequence of sorts. Excuse me. There's a penguin in there. It's so sad that in that specimen jar. It's so sad there? You mean it looks pretty sad in that specimen jar? It's probably what they're trying to say. It looks so sad in that specimen jar. Really? It's dead, so it doesn't really matter. Guess Eric's a very weirdly sympathetic guy. Damn it! Why the hell is Zero trapping us in here? Pounding on it is not going to help it open. Stop wasting time. We only have so much time and energy. Let's follow Zero's instructions for now. Okay, I guess. Alrighty, what's the next thing? We got lens, which we will have to place onto this thing. Okay. Oh, I see. That's part of. I see where the lens go. I wasn't aware where the lens was going. I think we can use this now. Okay, so I won't use it because there's really nothing to look at yet. What else is there that I need to do? Oh, we're really out of time. Okay. Sorry, I was just trying to figure out what the time is. you got a few objects more. I still haven't examined this machinery thing right here, this one with the pig in it. We haven't examined that yet, so I will probably examine that in the next episode. We'll examine this machine here too, the one with the green blinking color. We'll check that out. We'll check the computer out. We'll check the microscope lens, and we will check out the microwave looking thing here too in the next episode. So next episode, let's go ahead and check those things out. Kind of figure out all the puzzle pieces at this point. Yes, I'll be saving on this slot because it's within this episode anyways. So, next episode, let's continue with this puzzle. I don't know how long it will take for me to complete this puzzle. Usually, on average so far, as of this episode, it takes about 2 episodes to finish one puzzle so far because some of these puzzles do seem to extend longer due to a lot of the examinations and the dialogues and the sometimes me thinking a little bit too heavily to figure out what the hell the puzzle is telling me to do, that it might kind of cause me to be a little bit slower than usual, but I do apologize that I might be a little bit slow in some of these things, but hopefully I won't be as slow as I keep moving forward because these things kind of requires a little bit of warm up for me to just be like, oh yeah, okay, voila, I got it, kind of thing. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Other than that, next episode, let's go and check out some of these things, solve this puzzle, and get the heck out and see what the results are of this particular section of the game, I guess. Other than that, Roz out.